What's up guys, this is the Reaper Alive, and in the last video I showed you guys how to make your own transition images with Blender 3D. So if you need to make your own images, go ahead and jump back to my last video, which is part 1 of this series. If not, in this video I will be showing you how to photo edit the images you have. We'll be using a free photo editing software that I use called Gimp. The link to their website will be in the description below, so let's get started. So first thing you see when you open up GIMP is this big screen with a bunch of settings and all that stuff. Don't be alarmed. It's pretty simple. Um, what we're going to need to do is find our images wherever they are. For me, it's in a folder. So I'm just going to navigate to that folder and find my images. Okay. And in the last video, I made a simple animation to where blue doors basically just open and reveals the green background behind it. So the green is what we're going to be deleting and making see-through, and the blue is what's going to be in the way of the view so that you can't see, um, the screen. But the tricky thing is it's kind of backwards here. So if you want your door to start closed and then open, you got to work backwards. So 5 to 1 instead of 1 to 5. So we're going to make the doors start closed and then open. You can just reverse this if you need to make it the other way around. But I'm going to start with making the doors closed, which is kind of weird. You got to work backwards. But yeah, I just drag and drop each one of my photos right underneath the other one. Now that we have all our photos, these eyeball icons are basically signifying that we're looking at all our photos at once, which is not what we want. We want to hold shift and left click one of the eyeballs so it only shows that one image. And then we're going to left click without shift on the image that we're going to be working on. And you're going to go up here and make sure that you have fuzzy select tool selected, and your threshold, you're going to want that to be below 50 usually. The higher you go, it starts cutting colors and stuff like that off of colors you want to keep. So um, yeah, but we're just going to left click now that we have our image selected and visible. We're going to left click with fuzzy select tool and hit delete, and now you're going to see these checkered boxes, and that is the alpha. So we're seeing through this image right now. If this didn't happen, then you guys have a JPEG, and you're going to have to right click your photo and add an alpha channel right here. Right now I can't because it's a PNG photo, and it already has an alpha tied to it. So do that for each one of your photos by right clicking, and then just keep working down. Make sure to select the one you're looking at as well, and then hit green and then delete, rinse and repeat, and there you go. We just canceled out all the background for each photo. Now there are several optional settings I'm about to show you guys just to like improve your images, stuff like that. Go up here to filters and then animation and optimize for GIF. Um, so it makes your memory smaller for that file. But one thing though is that I have had problems with this with bigger GIFs with a bunch of images. So like it mess up certain color areas and stuff like that. So it's up to you guys if you really want to optimize, if you can get away with it. Another thing, if you try to go to File and then Export As, which is part of the workflow, and then you just change the file type to GIF for a GIF, and then name it whatever, my custom transition, and then you'd hit export and it'd save as a animated GIF, and you'd have your transition. But if it doesn't let you do that and it gives you an error code, it's most likely because you need to go to image and go to precision and change whatever integer it is. If it don't say it's one of these and it don't say it's 8, you need to make it 8-bit integer, because any other can give you problems with the GIF images and stuff like that, and it'll keep you from exporting your animation. But yeah, go ahead and convert it to 8-bit integer if you need to. These are just things that I've ran into. But yeah, now you're done. You just go to export under file, export as, same thing we just did a second ago, .gif, so it knows. Say my, whoops, custom transition. I'm just gonna save it on my desktop for now. But you hit export and you say yes as animation, and it's up to you guys if you want to loop forever inside of Streamlabs OBS, the streaming slash recording software that I use. I usually leave it off for loop forever because inside of that software I can turn on the looping just for that file. So I'm pretty sure if you have it on, you can't turn it off, so it'll just keep looping. But if you have it off, you can turn it on later if you want. So, but delay between frames when specified or where specified, that's basically how many milliseconds it takes for each image to play to the next one. So, um, but you want to change I don't care to 1 frame per layer replace. And you do want to click both boxes down here. Use delayed inert above for all frames, and use disposal inner above for all frames. And then you just hit export, and you're good to go. You got your transition. Just gotta go find it now. Desktop. There we go. It's gonna be super fast. Yeah, and you can slow it down. So we had 100 milliseconds in between each image. Now, normally after I get done alpha masking every image here and making their alpha, invisible or whatever, I usually save. I just go up here and save the file. That way, if I need to make changes to it later, I can come right back to where I left off, and it's real simple from there. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go to export as, same thing, my custom transition .gif, but I'm gonna add a 2 to it. Say it's the second one. Show you guys that you can change the milliseconds per layer, and it definitely makes it look different if you're trying to go for a different style or speed. But if you want it to be smoother, you know, keep your milliseconds low because you can see how long it takes for it to do that. But yeah, basically the blue is the doors and the white in the middle is what's revealing behind um, the screen. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope I could help you guys learn how to set up your own custom images and transitions and stuff. Been fun teaching you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Any comments, feel free to ask any questions. I'll try to answer as much as possible. But yeah, you guys have a good day.